Hello guys and welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to create a stamina bar and a health bar for your horror game character. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's start now with the tutorial. So now we're gonna create the health bar at first. To do this we're gonna create at first a new folder. So we just go to content and press right click and press new folder, and we're gonna call this I would say player state. Because player state is like, it means like the health bar, the stamina bar, and so on. Then we're gonna press right click, go to the user interface, and gonna create a widget blueprint, user widget, and gonna call this the health bar. You don't necessarily need health bar to have in your game. For example, if you want that your character can, for example, can get damage, but you don't want to have the health bar to see it, you don't really have to do this, the widget. But of course, if you want to want the player, so for example, we are playing now, and for example in the top left we see health bar, and when we get damage we see our health bar is decreased. You can do it like this, and that's the way I'm gonna show you it also now. But if you don't want to have this, you can just do all the same things except the widget. So we're gonna open this then. Then we're gonna create a canvas panel. In most of the cases you have always to create at first a canvas panel. So canvas panel is basically so it's in the screen of your monitor. So then we're gonna create a progress bar. So we're gonna drag out the progress bar into the canvas panel. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger, like this maybe, and then we're gonna compile and save. Then close it, and we're gonna open now our third person character. So just go here and open the event graph, go a bit down, or you just continue doing it here. So we have to get at first event any damage. Perfect. So first we're gonna get the max health. From the damage, from the event any damage, we're gonna drag out and get a subtract. We're gonna connect it with this here. Then we're gonna set the max health and connect it with this here. I'm gonna connect the event any damage with the set max health. Then we're gonna get the branch. So just press left click and then B. Sorry, the other way. So just press B and then left click, then you can get the branch. But you also can press right click and type in branch. Then we're gonna connect it with this here. Then from the condition here we get a less equal. No, a greater equal, I think. Wait. Yeah, the greater equal, and we're gonna get the max health and connect it again with here. And now we're gonna get from the true a print string, and also from the false. You're doing basically print strings always to check if something is working. So you just, for example, in this example here, we have the event any damage. If any damage is happening, we're gonna subtract our damage we got dealt from the max health. And if this is really happening, we're gonna see it with the print strings. So if the print strings are showing when we are dealing damage, we know it's working. Okay, press compile and save. Then we go a bit down and get a key. Just get a key, whatever you want. So we'll just take the T key. We can just pick the H from. So we can just pick this here, and then we're gonna drag off the press and get a apply damage. And we're gonna apply 50 damage. We also have to set the max health. So just click on the max health, go here to default value and set it to 200. So there's gonna be a max health, and if we, for example, press this one time, we're gonna get 50 damage. From the damage causer we got a self, because we are the one who dealing damage. So that's the reason we get a self. and then we're gonna compile and save. I forgot we have to get a less equal. I get always like, it's, I don't know, I just always forget like the symbols here. For example, they are like basically the same. For example, if I get the greater equal, like they're almost the same thing. I always confuse with these two here. So yeah, we have to get the less equal, of course. And now we press compile and save, and we're gonna open now our widget we created before. So we go to the player state and open the health bar. And here we're gonna click on the progress bar and create a binding. From here we're gonna get cast to, or just cast to our character, so to a third person character. From here we're gonna get player character. From here we're gonna get the max health we created before, so get it, then drag off from here and get it divide, and divide it by the max health you got. In our example is 200, so if you, for example, set the value of the max health to 500, you have of course to do also here 500, and then connect it with the return value. Compile and save. Wait, I think it did something. Yeah, I just want to say now it is sorry, we have to just copy this. So just copy this so we don't have it do it again. So we just have to delete this here because I did it for the wrong one, because this is for the color. So if you just look at here, we get filled color and opacity. That's absolutely wrong. So we have of course to set the percentage of the health bar. So we go here to progress, and here we got the percent. So that's basically this here, and that's of course where we have to create the binding. So get here, just copy the thing, connect it with here and here. We can delete this here and then connect it with here. Then make it a bit organized more, of course, like this. Okay, compile and save. Now we have to again go to the third person character, because we have to set the, so we do the print string, the widget is, so we can see the widget. To do this we go just to play again. And here we're gonna just create a new pin. From the new pin we're gonna just drag out from here and create a widget. Yeah, just put it in here, I would say. Just put it in here and select the health bar. From here get the add to viewport. Add to viewport is I think it's basically I think it's obvious what it's doing. So it's basically adding to the viewport of a character. So yeah. Then I would say we're gonna create a comment, of course. Show health bar to keep everything organized. Okay, compile and save. So now if we press play, we should have a health bar. It's not working. I think it's because of maybe okay, no. So here in the, so if we, I did it a bit fast, sorry. So if we go again to the player state and then to the health bar, and here we click on our progress bar, we so I did a mistake and create the binding for this here, and I think this should be the problem. So because this is the fill color and opacity, and that's exactly what it should do. So if we press start, the health bar should be full, and because of this binding, it's not doing this. So if we press remove binding, press compile and save, and we press play, now it's working. Also, if it's not working, so you're not dealing damage to your character, you have to set you go to your third person character development again and go to the apply damage and set yourself to the damage actor. That's because if you asking ever yourself what are these things doing, you just can just go on this and it's showing what this does. For example, the damage causer actor will actually cause the damage, and damage actor is actor that will be damage. And in our example, we want to do damage to ourselves. So we're gonna put the self to the damage actor because we want to get the applied damage. Of course, this is only a test to check out if it's really working. So if you press H, you can see you get damage, and that's basically the only reason why we're doing these apply damage. So just to check out, also because of the print strings, you can of course delete them now. You don't need them because you know it's working. And yeah, and that's also basically what we're doing. Why are we using the apply damage? Only to check if it's really working or not. Okay, perfect. Player state. In here we're gonna create a user interface and a widget blueprint, and create a user widget, and this gonna be called the Staminabar. Open it. In here we're gonna basically do the same thing as we did in the health bar. So we're just gonna get a canvas panel, and we're gonna then get a progress bar. Just make it a bit bigger, and maybe also change the color. Go to appearance, fill color and opacity, and then we just make it red, or maybe now we're gonna make it, yeah, we're just gonna make it green. Okay, then compile and save and close it first. Now we have to of course do an input so we have a key on which we can run. So we go to edit, to project settings. In here I'm gonna search inputs. So guys, go to engine, go bit down, and here we see input. Go to action mapping, name this here run. Then you can search here for some keys if you want, or the fast way is just click here on this keyboard and then just click on a key. For example, I want to have it on the left shift to run, so we're just gonna select the left shift. Okay, perfect. Then we're gonna open our third person character. So now we're gonna at first create a comment on the last thing we did. So here on the health bar, so we're gonna at first do it a bit organized. So just remember, do everything in a straight line, so it looks very good. And yeah, as I told you in my last videos, it's really good to keep everything organized. So I forgot this here. So if, for example, have a problem with something, people can more understand what you did and can easily help you with your problems. So we're just gonna create here comments. I'm gonna call it decrease health from health bar when pressing a key, and the decrease health from health bar when pressing a key. And maybe also like it's and cast to the, or just I would say connected with the health bar. I don't know, just write in how do you with the words it would be very good to describe. I would say just, for example, we're using so if we get any damage, our health bar is gonna be decreased, and because of the max health we are casting it to our health bar. That's the reason I wrote in connected, like, and also like if you press the H key you're gonna apply damage. Of course you can delete this, but I just gonna keep it. Okay, now we're gonna do the running at first and then the stamina. So we press right click and type in input action run, or just type in run. So this is so if we press shift, it's just basically the same thing. So now if we're gonna check out, we're gonna get at first the character movement. From the character movement, we're gonna check out and set max walk speed, and then copy this. I'll connect also with here. This is gonna be the pressed, and this is gonna be the released. Then I'm gonna type in here 400 and here 200. So now, if you're asking why 400 and 200, what's the character movement? So if you go here to the top right, top left, and go to character movement, here are like all you settings for your character movement. And for example, if we type in max walk speed, here we can see the max walk speed is 215. So if you don't know your max walk speed, you can just watch it here. So if we press the shift key, we want our max walk speed is 400 or 500, so it's the double of our normal walk speed. And then if we release the if we release the shift key, we're gonna be again at our normal max walk speed. That's the reason I wrote in here 215, 200 and 400. So we have to change it, of course. So this is gonna be 215 and this is gonna be 500. Of course, you can just make it also 600 or 700 or 800. It depends on you. So make it organized. Now I'm gonna create a variable called isRunning. Leave it as a boolean. Then set it 2 times. Connect it with here, but also here, and set this to true. So what this basically is, this is only to check if we are really running or not. So this variable is there to check if we press the shift key, are we really running or not. And with this variable we are really saying or checking that we are really running at this moment and we're not at the speed from this here. Okay, compile and save. Now we also have to create another variable called stamina for running and make it as a boolean, as a float. So now we're gonna basically do the same thing as we did with the health bar. So we're just gonna open again the stamina bar. We go on the progress bar and now we go to the percent and not to the fill color. We're gonna create a new binding. And we're just gonna do the same thing. So just drag off from here and get a cast to third person character. From here, the object gets player character. Then from the S third person character, we get our stamina, get stamina for running. Then we're just gonna connect it with the return value from the return node. That's basically it. So just compile and save. Now we go again to our third person character and we have to search for our event tick. So just write in here. Okay, we're already using it. Yeah, just would say we move it a bit up here. Okay, I would say first we're gonna make a comment of this here and just say when pressing shift is running, or is is running is good. Or you can also write in is changing the speed or something like this, and checking if we are really running or not. Okay, so we got no problem. We also already using it from the head shake, so that's from the first part of my how to create a character for a horror game. So if you didn't watch it yet, watch it. So we're gonna at first create a sequence, because event tick is basically the same thing as event we can play. We can only connected with one thing, so we have to create a sequence. You can also create a sequence by just pressing S and then left click and then connecting it with this. Okay, so just would do it like this and like this. Okay, so from the then one we're gonna drag out and get a branch. Then we get the is running and connect it with the conditioning from our branch. Then we get another branch. From the conditioning we drag out and get a greater. Then we're gonna get again our get stamina for running and connect it with this here. Then from the true, we're gonna set at first the stamina and connect it with the true. Then we're gonna get the stamina and get a subtract and connect it with this here. And here we're gonna type in we didn't set the value yet. We're gonna set it to 1. And here we're gonna type in 0.002, I think, or 0.002. I just will, yeah, like this. So what this basically does is now, if our conditioning is true, so we are really running, and our stamina is greater than 0, for example, 0. Okay, this I would just do 100. So this one is basically just think it as a 100. It's better to explain like this. So if our stamina is greater than 0, for example like 15 or 17 or 100, we're gonna decrease it by 20 every frame per second, because event tick is there to call something per every frame, and we want our stamina is decreased per every second or per frame, so that's the reason also using the event tick. So if the conditioning is true, we are really running, and our stamina is greater than 0, for example 100, we're gonna decrease it by 20 every frame. Perfect. Compile and save. So now we're gonna drag up from the false and so we're gonna set the is running and connect it with the false from the second branch. Then we're gonna drag up from here and get the set max walk speed, just walk speed. Sorry, get the character movement again, because you cannot get the character you cannot get something from the character movement without the character movement. So you of course have to drag out again, of course, the character movement at first, and then we can just set max walk speed, and then connect it with this running, and then we're gonna set it to default max walk speed, so to 215. So if this everything is not, if it's all the thing here are false, we're just gonna get our normal walk speed. So from our first branch we're gonna drag out from the false and get another branch. Then from the true, so we're gonna set at first the stamina and connect it with the true. Then we're gonna drag out from the conditioning and we're gonna get a less a greater. Then we're gonna get our stamina and connect it with the less with the greater, and it's very important to place it in the bottom one. This gonna be 1, because this is gonna be our max one, so max work stamina, so max stamina is this gonna be. Then from the from here we're gonna get a add, so just a plus. Where's the plus? We're just gonna do get the stamina, get a add, and then connect it with the stamina for running, and this is gonna be 0.02. So now the logic behind this here is, so we got here from defaults, and if this is not true, so our health bar is not, so if our health bar is not greater than 100, we're gonna add, so we're gonna increase our stamina. So this is the false. So if this is false, so if it's not true and our stamina is not greater than 100 or just 100, we're gonna add stamina. Because why are you asking why it's a 1? Because our stamina is just 100, and if our stamina is 100, it can't go over 100, so it has to be at least 100, so greater than 100. Yeah, so that's basically what it does. Now we go to the sequence and create a third bin. We're gonna check out and get a branch. From the conditioning from the branch, we get an equal. From the equal, we're gonna get a vector length. And then from the A, we get velocity, of course. Okay, and then from the true, then set D is running and connect it with the true. Okay, that's it, I think. So we're gonna just make it organized. So we're just gonna do it better. Okay, I think that's good. So we're gonna move the head shake a bit up. We're gonna create a comment for this. D and decreasing and increasing our stamina. Yeah, that's basically what it does. So this is just doing, it's checking if our health bar, yeah, I can also write it. Checking if our health bar is greater or less than our max stamina, and then decreasing or increasing our stamina bar. And from this we're gonna of course create another comment, custom event for our head shake. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. So we're just gonna move it a bit down, also this here. Okay, so it should work now. So okay, the running is working. Wait, we also have to, of course, go again to the third person again. So just go here, and here we have to go to the event graph, and we have to go again to the event begin play. Just do another pin, drag out and create widget. Just drag out from here and get add to viewport. Return value. Then we're gonna select, of course, the Staminabar. We're gonna create a comment, show Staminabar. Of course, we can create this here. to make it a bit organized. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, compile and save. So now, wait, I just have to put them in a good order. So we're just gonna move them. We're just gonna move them here, and also our health bar. We'll just move it here. And now, if you press play, you can see a health bar and stamina bar. So if you press H, our health bar is going to be decreased. And now, if you press Shift, our stamina is decreasing. And if it's on 0, we stop running. So I hope you liked my tutorial about how to create a health and a stamina bar for a horror game. In the next video, I'm gonna show you how to get, like, if you for example fall from, I don't know, maybe from this here, we get damage and our screen gets red, and if we are dying, we're gonna play a death animation and a death screen. And we're also gonna put in design to the stamina and the health bar, of course, so it looks a bit better. Yeah. So I hope you liked this tutorial. Leave a like and subscribe there, and I'm gonna see you in the next Unreal Engine 5 tutorial.